Oh, gosh, my goodness. Go. Yeah, bang. Right, let's try something a little bit more manly. Um, 5, I think. Hello, mate. All right. Yeah. Oh, let's try that then. Bang! Before you even start, blows the bloody hell up. Little bastard, you. Right. I think they've underrated fuses in this. There we go. Out she come. Fine. Whoa! Fire! Fire! Okay. Right, this has got to come out then. All right, let's see what's going on here then. Come on. Screw it back as well, are you? Let me remember. Come on. Actually, come on. There we go. Polymode power supplies are a pain in the arse, they really are. Hello, Owen. What one? Windmill somewhere. Okay, so we have some sort of direct short here. .723 might be up the wall, or even voltage reg. Definitely take the caps out anyway. So 35 470s and 35 1000s. Okay, let's see what we got in stock. Let's get the gear on. Right, what we got? What we got here? 470, 63 rated, much better. And must have some sounds like that, sure. That's 3,300. Come on, thousands. And some of one of the kits. Maybe the multi kits might have some. Oh dear. Got 2 litres going on in there and it's not helping at all. It's having at 35. Ta-da! There we go. Right. And one of these as well. Oh, there we go. Oh, it is brass monkeys in here. Right, we'll do the 470 first. Here we go. This is minus. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that one's minus. One's plus. Sounds very blocked. Oh. That's very clear. It's not. Probably here, because I do not see it. It's not present. Oh, mate. Yeah, done. Right, let's do solve these. Okay. Paste it like this out. Right, 470. Like so. Our old favourite. Bloody polymokes. It's not even in here for this. Come on. Okay, we're out. You out. And you. Let's see what it does. Okay. Let's look for smoke. Ready? Yeah. Okay, it's not trying to eat itself. Okay, appears to be working. Just not making any noise. Apart from a mild hiss. There's nothing particularly surprising about that. Okay. Oh, God, it's so freaking cold. Right, we'll let that burn in for a minute. Wrong choice of words there, probably. Well, at least it stopped trying to catch fire. That's a movement. Go and let it warm up. It's so cold. But normal analog wouldn't like firing up very much. But this is a poly mode, and it's not like normal analog at all. Oh, Yeah, that's still working. Not doing a great deal for anything. White. Switches are switching. Zero sound. Probably just as well, considering. Snow, no. They forecast it, but it didn't happen. So, although it's still cold enough, as they say. But it's going to be like this till Saturday. Going to be cold and ugh. And then Saturday, Sunday, it's supposed to pick up, apparently. Well, here, anyway. We'll see if that's the case or not. Nothing going on at all, isn't there? Fucking brilliant, you know. The final output's a bit worse. You can hear the noise when it's generated. Check well. Yeah. Near it's operation noise from that speaker. It's nothing else. Yeah, I mean, I've heard about London getting some snow, but I heard it was like North London, South London you get it, didn't get it. So it's a hell of a wind getting up there. I don't think it's going to come back from warming up, is it? Yeah, exactly. This looked like it might have been a straightforward fix, but I should have known better. Got a polymer grip on the front, i.e., it's not going to work. It's going to be exactly big. He's coming back on there. So we can see what we're getting actually physically coming out of the power supply. Yeah, we have fives. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on a second. Oh, nothing around. Ah, okay. We may have found the short. Haven't completely fixed the power supply. Possibly blown a 723. Possibly. Might explain why it's running a little high on the positive lines. Yeah, good luck with that, Kim. 73s. Okay, no. Let's have a look in that box of tricks here. Seven, two, three. Empathy. Just check the bottom of the box. Mad as that sounds. Let's get all that. Hang on. See if there's any eye seeds at the bottom of the box. What we got? All sorts. Seven, two, three. Okay. Must get some more of them anyway. Especially, you know, all the time they're still available. I think they stopped manufacturing them in 2010. So world stock should be running out soon. And then all this stuff will be dead in the water. Fuck all we can do about it. Bollocks to run out. Right. Let's try taking it 723 then. Let's go, goes. Don't think the voltage regulator's gone as well. I wouldn't have thought. But we'll keep that in mind just in case. Replace the tip 41 if we absolutely have to. There you go. Right then, let's see what it does. See if it was the 723 gone or not. One, two, three. Ah, gotcha. Put that back in again. Done wrong. Still an ouch going on. Get back. Yeah, it looks like the tip's gone as well. Basically blown a whole fucking section of the power supply. Tip 41. Shit. Tip 41. Tip 41. Tip 41's. Tip 41's. BR8. BD241's. Not the same thing. Tip 41. Tip 41's. Let's come on, boys. Play the game. Nope. Nope. Dear. I don't think we have any tip 41s in stock anymore. We stopped manufacturing them even longer before. All right, now wait a minute. We'll check. Oh, let's check our regulator packed. So what does it go? On a dam, and okay, what we got? Those three. That was 41 stuff. We'll check. Seven, eight, 12. Not even the same ballpark. Nothing else. Seven, eight, 15s. Same ballpark. Wrong team. It's the CS stuff. Out of no use to man nor beast. So I'm going to get a hunt. Long-winded, possibly fruitless. No. 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 Absolutely not. No. 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 Not again. Still no. Still no. Red Wurlitz about. Nothing. No, no. No. Also, no. Oh, yeah, these. Are these when they're at home? No. Still nothing. What have we got here? All these LMs. Make a note of them. BDs? BDs, yeah, BDs. And that's 779 series. Okay. Well, arse monkeys. I wonder. So if we had my other iPad here, I could have a look and see if there is there should be an alternative to the Tech 41. But I did lose my iPad. Or my other iPad. I'll have a look on the laptop. So it might be a drop-in replacement for the Tech 41. You don't have to swap legs around because it gets a bit weird when you have to do that, especially on that power supply. The legs plug directly into the board sockets rather than soldered into the board, but you can switch them more easily. This one, only. The other iPad might actually be in the kitchen. Oh. The chill factor's making things worse. Oh.
Hello.
Bonsoir. Oh,
How are we?
we're perpendicular, thereabouts. Oh,
Hey, there we go. Camera's working now.
hey. Sort of.
Oh, I've got the lights off.
Oh, there we go.
How's
That's better.
everyone? Quite a few people in the chat.
We are cold. You damn Australians enjoying this beginning of your summer.
Yeah, it was 30 degrees today.
All right, that's it. Rub it in. I think it's minus 30 degrees here.
Yeah, we've passed that threshold where we shared the same temperature, and now you go south and we go north.
It's brass monkeys around here, I tell you. Oh,
brass monkeys, and you got to fix the polymoog.
Again. This was something that was never broken on it. This has decided to fall over. Well, it's been here a week, so it was due to have a fault, wasn't it?
It's better that it falls over when it's with you than when it goes back to the client, though.
Yeah, true enough. But, oh, mate. Polymokes. Just designed to not be turned on.
Designed to be looked at and collect dust.
Nah. That's it. I mean, they literally tear themselves apart every time you turn them on. They're actually, everything's working beyond its limits, if you know what I mean.
The design of that synth always reminds me of the inside of a 1973 Cortina.
Yeah, I can see the similarities
with the black vinyl
things. Yeah. Right, tip 41 transistor equivalent. Go for it. Let's see. Oh, BD911, a tip 42, BD711, an MJE 3055, 2N 3055, and a tip 3055. None of which I haven't bleeding stock.
No, well.
I don't know. And on top of that, I can have I can buy a kit. It's 15 quid. Won't be here till Wednesday anyway.
Gee, that's a long time.
Yeah. That's Wednesday next week. All those Bojacks. I wonder if a quick butchers and see if I got any. I do have a lot of Bojack kits. I wonder if it might be a Bojack kit. Actual compressor out of the way. See if we've got any Bojack kits here. Might contain such an item. Oh! I had the show go last week. I missed it, unfortunately, because I had to go and deal with some sticky crap.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Good. Guess what?
You found one?
A Bojack kit with tip 41 and 42, and it's not even opened. It's a brand new kit.
Winner. Brilliant.
Absolutely. Makes a change. Let's just say my luck has not been going the right direction this week. so far. Cool. All right. In that case, let's get this girl out and replace it.
So it's the PSU, is it?
Yeah. It's an absolute disaster, this PSU. And I thought, oh, it's good. I know what's a good idea. Let's put it into the memory mode. Absolutely identical. No, nothing changed at all.
Yeah, I bet you they didn't think these things were going to be lasting 40 years, though, when they built them.
Yeah, the trouble is, when they were selling them, they knew they weren't going to last 40 minutes.
Yeah, Cressy, seen it. The Dio. The Dio is like a flute wind instrument, I guess you call it.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting looking thing. From ASM, Asian Sound Machines. You know, Hydrasynth guys.
It was time for them to come out with something else, I suppose.
I'm interested in it because we've got a couple of flute players here in the house.
Yeah. It's not the most prolific instrument, though, is it? Really, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, but it just happens to be in so much stuff, doesn't it?
True enough. So is it kind of a wind controller type thing?
A bit more than that. It's like a full-on synthesizer built into it. So it's standalone in that respect.
Yeah.
But then you can connect it up to your computer and edit sound design the pants off of it, put samples in it. It's basically got the Hydrasynth engine in it, plus it has a sample oscillator in it as well. So you can load.
Wow.
They've given you a whole bunch. They've gone off and recorded all these different types of wind instruments as well, like quite rare ones too.
So it allows the flute player to have a more colourful palette to play with.
Yeah, I mean, if they nail the physical modeling of it,
yeah,
that's probably what's going to be scrutinized the most by if you get a decent wind instrument player and they play it and they say either this is behaving the way it should, then they'll get some good press on it. I've watched a couple of videos where they had a flute player on one, they had a saxophone player on another.
Yeah.
Sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
They're not the first people to try this out, though. I mean, Korg have got one, Roland have got one. Who was the other one? Was it Alesis? Did they have one? Alesis or?
Didn't Kurzweil have one?
Yeah, it might have been Kurzweil and Yamaha, obviously. They've got one as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, wouldn't they?
I bought my youngest a digital piano today. Picked it up pretty cheap, secondhand.
Yeah.
He's been using one of those Korg PSA, type 61 key all-in-one type synths with the speakers built into them for the last few years, and we've always been meaning to get him something with decent keys on it. Falling short of buying a proper stand-up upright piano. This thing only cost me $400, which is like 200 quid.
Nice.
So it was a Yamaha. If those who don't know what it is, it's a Yamaha CLP 440, which is at the time when they were brought out, it's probably about 10, 11-year-old bit of hardware. They were like
Yeah.
the top of the range Yamaha digital pianos at the time. The Clavinovas, they were called.
Yeah.
Should be good for him. It's got the three what is it? 3-position weighted key sensor things. So you can do hard, soft, and
Yeah.
medium. So it's got the 3 positions. The actual it comes in 2 pieces. Obviously, you've got the stand that it sits on with the pedals, but the top part
Yeah.
where the keyboard is really heavy. It was about, I reckon, it was about 50 kilos.
There we are.
So all the mechanical stuff that's in it is typical Yamaha. They've over-engineered it probably.
Yeah.
But Jesus,
Yeah, I had a Clavinova 301P that I bought my mum. Connected to the internet, I had online lessons,
Yep.
all that sort of thing, you know. The grand piano on it was exceptional.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, and it took like 3 people to carry the bloody thing. So, but when she got her dementia, she poured a cup of coffee all over it while it was still on. Yeah. So that took me a couple of weeks to get all the coffee out of it and clean it all up again. You know? But by then, she wasn't going to be ever going near it again.
The mechanical key action thing on it is quite complex on the
Oh
one
yeah,
that he's got, because it's
yeah,
got to have it's got to respond to the digital engine, but at the same time
yeah.
it's got to mimic the feel
Well,
of a grand piano.
was it a GH3? The GH3 keyboard, mate, in that?
Yeah, GH3. Yep.
Yeah, GH3. Yeah, it is. It's quite. No, I remember that because I spent so much time trying to get sugary dried coffee out of the mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless her.
But he was he come home from school late because he has a bit of sports training on after school,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he come home and he was like, "Yeah, this is so cool." He actually got to play something that's got real feedback on his fingers, as opposed to this
yeah,
crappy plastic PSA thing that he has up in his bedroom.
yeah. I think the prices of them became very competitive after a while because when I got her this one, it was reduced by quite a lot. It was sort of almost like a Black Friday sale kind of scenario, but it was still two grand for this thing.
Yeah,
And but the woodwork on it was like, oh man,
yeah, it's high
it's
end.
just a beautiful big furniture. Yeah, it was
Mm.
absolutely gorgeous. It really was.
So the lady showed me because I bought it off this old Chinese lady, and she's just moving into
Yeah,
state, so she didn't need it anymore. And her son had just done his year 12, so he's finished school. And she showed me the receipt when she bought it. She bought it like 10 years ago. It was like 4
yeah,
grand Australian, and she's selling it to me for about a tenth of the price. And I felt
yeah,
bad, but that's about what they go for.
yeah. That's it. Once they're used, they
Yep.
go right off. The value just goes down the toilet.
But the thing, unless there's something mechanically wrong with it, the thing will last for years, years and years and years and years.
Oh yeah,
Yamaha
yeah.
they built so well.
No, literally
Yeah,
after 10 years, because when we sold it, because we needed to get it moved, get it out of the front room, and the most we got for it was, well, the most we were offered for it in the end was, I think, 90 quid.
yeah.
But by which time it had 10 years good use, so
when you compare that to what synthesizers do, how they maintain their value, it's crazy, isn't it?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Especially things like the Oscar. How the hell is that worth that money still? I don't know.
I remember when that thing came out. I don't know what people love it about it. I know people hate me when I say this, but I've never ever really seen what's so good about that synth. But I contradict myself every day because there's other synths that guy has designed, and I absolutely adore them. So,
oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
It's just I just remember when the Oscar came out, I used to think to myself, this thing looks bizarre. It looks like someone's put chocolate bars between all the sections.
The thing I like about them is as they get older, they get more quirky because we've got this thing with Oscars over the last, I think it started the last 8 years, 10 years or so. All the buttons are held in with like this sort of like little bit of like a very small elastic band onto the
All right.
switch. And that's how they're held in, right? And this elastic band thing, they're all starting to degrade.
Mm.
So if you take an Oscar, you can turn it upside down, all the buttons fall out of it. You just have to pop them back in the hole and hope they stay there. It's mad, absolutely mad. Oh, it's come on. Have a look. No, we're still not getting any minus rail. So look, 6, it's a bit high. 18, bit high. And no, nothing. Still
Is it
not
spitting
working.
minus rail out the back of it?
No, it's no. Oh no. We're getting the plus 15, or that's sitting at 18. The plus 5, which is sitting at 6. And the minus 15 is 0.
It needs something extra.
Yeah. Yeah, something's still not quite right. Unless there's something within the synth that's pulling it down. Well, that's easily tested. Disconnect the entire synth from the power supply and then test the pin.
Yep.
Right.
That's what I meant for what's coming out the back of it.
No, there's bugger all.
Yeah, so it's the power supply.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, no, hang on. It's not that straightforward. You can't test it with it disconnected from the power supply because the synth itself acts as the earth loop.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm going to have to tag it off. Ah, fucking hell, I'm going to have to tag it off.
Can't you clip it to one point and to another?
Yeah, I'm going to have to get an earlier earth. Because it's not even strapped down to the heatsink yet. Arse monkey.
What's a bacon butty homegrown? I just don't know what that is. It sounds a bit weird.
Basically, a bacon sandwich.
Fairs.
But for some reason, if it's bacon, it adopts the butty designation. Where somebody would say a cheese and ham sandwich, for instance, they say a cheese and ham sandwich, but they wouldn't say a cheese and ham butty.
Right. A sanger. I like it.
More quirks of the English language.
How are you, buddy? You good? You better now you've had your sanger?
It's probably neither volume
I had
2 one.
I had a bowl of cereal for dinner tonight. That was my dinner.
I play that one now and again as well. Just fancy a bowl of cereal.
I felt like Jerry Seinfeld. I just couldn't be bothered.
Here we go. Here we go. What could be pulling that down? There's a lot of things that could be pulling it down, actually. Oh, including its bridge rectifier. Fuck. Yeah. Its bridge rectifier could be buggered. I don't think the bridge rec's on the board, is it? Oh, it is to the side. Apparently. Well, I haven't seen them. Okay. It wouldn't be the first time I've seen a bridge was just go down on these. Oh, there are. Yeah, there you are. You buggers. Don't look damaged.
Most bridge rectifiers are pretty hardy.
Yeah, but you should have seen the way this went up this morning.
Did you get some magic smoke?
Oh, we got the works, mate. So it fried the capacitor at one end. I'm wondering if one of these bridge recs has snapped, split open.
Yeah.
They have been known. Right, okay, so we've got to get themselves some rectifier diodes.
If it gets hot enough, it can.
Oh, bugger. Yeah, that's it. And if it gets hot enough long enough, they will pop their shitters. Right, here we go.
Yeah.
4007s, that should do it. I'll cover them.
My daughter got a very similar question in her physics exam the other day.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were asking them what happens if a circuit overheats.
Yeah.
And basically, it's to do with the your voltage over a circuit, and then if that voltage exceeds what it's supposed to do, where does the energy go? Where does the that sort of stuff. So you have to answer all the different facets of it, and then what happens to the circuit? Is it still reliable if it heats up and things like that? It's quite a good question to ask a 11th grade physics student.
Yeah. I would have loved to have learned about electronics at school or at college even.
Does the RK006 retrokit add individual DIN MIDI outs to the MPC? Pretty sure it does. It's class compliant, isn't it? So it would.
No,
pretty sure it does. I have to plug it in and find out. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I think I've actually plugged it in before, and we've checked it. No hurry. It's not sitting around anywhere close by, mate. I won't be able to check today.
Dive them all. Naughty synthesizer service center.
What'd they do? Put something wrong on?
Yeah, 2 of these diodes are underrated.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. but it has to go and shit itself on me rather than them.
They probably didn't have the diode in stock and they've just whacked it in. Should
Yeah.
be right. It's working.
That'd be right. Or to be fair, since Santa had a habit of telling people to go fuck themselves if they had any problems afterwards. Quite the reputation back in the 80s and 90s.
Mm.
It's one of the things that made my company so popular.
Yeah.
Well, especially in town, anyway. So
Yeah,
I'll take that.
lights are off in the studio today.
Oh,
Can't
yeah.
be bothered. Can't be bothered turning the lights on. Lights are on over here though. This part.
Yeah.
Just that you can't see it.
Yeah. Well, apart from the reflection on you, I suppose.
Yeah. I've got synths running.
Nice.
I mean, there's 2 hardware synths and a whole bunch of software synths running right now.
Yeah.
I've been playing probably all week with my updated Arturia V collection. It's been really good, actually.
Yeah, I'm quite a fan of the Arteria collection, I must admit. I haven't got me Omnisphere upgrade yet, though.
I don't have Omnisphere.
You don't have it?
No.
Oh. Well, it's a horses for courses kind of thing, anyway.
Well, it's 400 and something US dollars. By the time you translate that into Aussie dollars, it's 800, 800 Aussie dollars, which is a lot of money for a software synth.
Yeah, but it's such an enormous one.
Yeah,
that's the thing. But I mean, yeah, once you've made the initial painful purchase, it does get easier after that, obviously. But
yeah.
But I haven't even updated Cubase yet either.
Yeah, I haven't updated Cubase for probably 20 years. I literally jumped ship around about the mid 2000s, 2005 or something. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Ableton's discounted now. So it was to upgrade from 11 to 12. Sweet. It was 349 Aussie, and it's now down to 262 Aussie. So that's good. So what sort of discounts? 87 bucks Aussie, so 43 pounds discount. It's not a huge discount, is it?
Yeah, but it's still kind of welcome, isn't it?
Well, so the way I look at it, it's 262 Aussie. What's that? 130 pounds to buy that. Now I've been using Ableton for a long time, so it's inevitable, right? So it's that, or I buy the full new thing, which is about 1,000 Aussie.
Oh, geez.
Let me just have a quick look here. How much is a new license? Here we go. Here we go. A new license normally is 1,099 Aussie. At the moment, it's discounted.
Scary numbers, mate.
Yeah. So when you're talking Omnisphere, that's more expensive than Omnisphere. All right. So how long is that sale going to be on for? Does Ableton do just the one big sale a year? I think it's just the one, isn't it? They do the Black Friday and that's it.
I think so.
I know
yes.
you probably don't know, Kent, but the guys in chat will.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a coupon code? Does anyone have a coupon code?
Still won't
but
thumb up.
I did the beta testing for Ableton 12, and then about a week before they officially released version 12 to the public, they pulled my license out of the beta, and I had written a whole bunch of music in Ableton 12, and I haven't been able to access it since. And I've been waiting for the Black Friday sale so I can get it cheap. Oops.
1, 3, 1. Look. It will not give me -40. Right, so let's have a look. We've done the caps. We've done the 73. We've done the tip 41. We've done the bridge rectifiers.
And it's still not working.
No, still done 1 and 0.
Do you have to join up that earth loop though?
No, this is actually with it connected to the synth anyway.
Okay.
But it still doesn't.
Are you sure about that, Wags?
What's that?
He reckons that when you buy Ableton Push standalone, it doesn't come with a full version of Ableton.
Oh.
I don't know about that because I remember looking at it recently. And the reason why I looked at it recently is because when the Akai MPC brought out the new Live 3, someone in my Discord mentioned that you can get a push for the same price.
Oh.
And then I remember reading that you get the full version of Ableton with it. Oh, okay. I know what he means. He might mean you don't get Suite.
Right.
You get Standard. Right. Yeah. Yeah, you don't get Suite. You get Standard. Wait, let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Geez, it's on special at the moment too. It's 2,399 Aussie for a standalone push, right? Get this. Basically, what you're getting is you're getting an Intel PC with an 11th gen Core i3, so it's quite an old Core i3 Intel processor in it. 8 gig of RAM, 256 gig SSD. I mean, if you were to buy that as a PC, I don't know, on Amazon or something, that would cost you a couple of $100. The PC side of that thing.
Yeah.
But obviously you're paying for it for the 16 pads and the 64 pads and that sort of stuff. But yeah, maybe it doesn't say what version of Ableton you get in it. Let me read. See full comparison.
It's a key smoothie, realize it. I know. So we'll do some powerboard looking. Sometimes that works. Does it not?
I'm actually a bit perplexed about that. Maybe I never really checked it because I've always had live as software and I haven't really sort of had to bother about it. But I think Wagyu might be onto something here. I think it gives you the Ableton intro version.
It's getting a bit windy out there.
Yeah, the intro version. That is really stupid because when you think about it, if you're buying a push, you're going to need Ableton. I mean, it is standalone, but technically you're going to need Ableton to be able to do all the sort of fancy things that it does. So really, in a way, they're kind of selling you a bit of hardware, which technically it is standalone. I'm not going to deny them from that. But when you need to do anything fancy with it, you're going to be stuck with having to buy a license for the software. They do give you okay, so it's based on you as a customer with Ableton, what they give you. So I'm looking at it now. If I buy a push standalone, I can get obviously I can get a discount on the push standalone. It's about $600 Aussie. And then I can upgrade my 11 suite to 1112. Sorry, to 12 standard edition. So it's like going backwards. You wouldn't want to do that. And it cost me an extra $109. Yeah, so they're trying to sting you for the live license. You're right, Wags. I am really surprised they're doing that.
Huh.
Money grabbing. Did they change ownership or something, did they? Are they trying to make some money out of people?
No idea
That
what's going on.
That kind of sucks, though.
Yeah.
But while we're saying they suck, I have to get this $262 deal because otherwise I'll never get it.
And this one.
You get Ableton Live Lite with the Arturia key step. I've just given my copy to my oldest son because he was going to use GarageBand. All right, so I've now got Ableton Live 12.
Probably won't be a massive difference.
Oh, it is. There's a heap of stuff in there.
Is there really?
There's a heap of stuff in there. It's like
I know
they've improved their MIDI integration big time. There's new synths in there. There's the GUI layouts improved as well. So one of the things that used to absolutely shit me is that you couldn't look at your channel strips when you were in arranger mode. They had these really sort of naff minimized channel strips in Ableton. when you're in arranger mode. And so now you can look at your channel strips, turn that window on and off if you want to while you're in arranger mode. So it's kind of now just because, I mean, what a lot of people used to do is if they had Ableton, they used to get 2 screens and they'd put the arranger mode in an external window, which you can do. You've been able to do that since Ableton 9 or something. And that's how they'd get around it.
Yeah.
But now, people who are running Ableton on a laptop with one screen can't really do that. So that was a pretty big improvement to their GUI. It was something that a lot of people whinged about for years, and they finally listened. Shit, time flies when you're on here.
Yeah. I wouldn't believe, mate. Well, these heaters are starting to be ineffective in here now.
The heaters?
Yeah.
You need to turn more synths on.
That's the trouble. Turning on synths in this cold tends to make them fail. I might have to put like I do most winters actually, is to set up a temporary workshop in the front room.
Yeah, so you're not going
to like fortune to run this AC.
Yeah, air conditioners are pricey. We've got a massive ducted reverse cycle system in this house, and we very rarely use it. Very rarely. I mean, you need to use them in Australia, as you know, but I would just rather have a fan on me because it's cheaper to run.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is if you turn our air conditioner on, you set the thermostat. I've had air conditioning guys here and check it and everything. They're like, it's working fine. If you chuck the thermostat on to 24, after about 3 hours, it turns the house into a refrigerator. You could literally keep your milk cold inside. And if you turn it to 25, which is 1 degree higher, it's like it turns off all of the refrigeration cycle on the air conditioner. It turns into a humid fan system in here. Like everything just gets all humid, but the fans are still running. So you're paying through the nose for your electricity bill, but it turns the refrigeration part of it off. It's bizarre. I don't know. It's made by a Japanese company called Daikin.
Rings a bell.
Yeah, they're all over the world, but when I built the house, the guy who put the air conditioner in, he said, "Oh, these are the best." I went, "All right." I mean, it's 16. What are we now? 2008, 17 years old, 18 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's lasted. It's never had any major servicing needed to be done on it. Not bad.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of keyboards in here. There's a lot of keyboards in here that if the temperature isn't at least 10, 11 degrees, they will exhibit lots of faults that they actually don't have. It's mad.
Years ago, I used to work in a data center, right? And sort of around the early 2000s, I used to get companies like Sun Microsystems and IBM and Dell. They used to send me their 1U blade servers. They used to send them to me, and because when they had all of their stuff designed, it was either designed in the US, or if it was China, or if it was Japan, or wherever it was. It was northern hemisphere, cooler climate. and they'd send them down to me and get me to run them for 30 days in the middle of the Australian summer. And my data centers, we had air conditioning and everything in them, right? But
yeah,
believe it or not, we used to get these bizarre, like you just said, like these bizarre sort of thermal related errors with memory and with CPUs and all sorts of stuff.
yeah.
And so we would have to they would fly people over, and they would be, these guys would be like wearing white coats and measuring stuff on them, and yeah, it'll be like a semi R&D thing. And I just said to the guys, why don't you just like set up a massive hot room somewhere where you are, and just put the temperature similar to what it's like in Australia, like 40, 50 degrees, and then run your stuff through that and see how it lasts. Obviously, you're going to get the same results. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. We should do that. Idiots.
Bloody hell.
Wagoo reckons you should get an oil heater.
The wind's getting up now, boys. Yeah.
Yeah, we had wind here today too.
Yeah, I've got this little like plastic pavilion thing out in the garden that I've put the panels in to wait until, because I've got the weather's got to get warmer before I can lacquer them. And so I thought I'll put them in there out of the way so I can get on with the other panels. And it's buffeting it about all over the fucking place. It really is. We tried staking it to the ground. It's just ripped legs out of the ground. Bloody thing.
We've got this trampoline in the backyard that the kids never use now because they just aren't into it anymore. They've just grown up. And every time we get a really strong wind, I have to go out and I have to put these massive pegs around the legs, and they go into the dirt, probably about 3 foot into the dirt. Otherwise, it'll end up in the neighbor's house. This thing will just go.
Yeah.
It's funny too because
I'm expecting this to change address.
Up north in this area in Western Australia called the Pilbara, where all the big mining companies and people live up there that work in the mines. So it's called the Pilbara, right?
Yeah.
And they reckon that during cyclone season, you see trampolines flying around everywhere. It's like neighbours knocking on front doors. Is this your trampoline?
Bloody hell. Oh, I don't know.
I've got to. You've reminded me. I've got to get that Sonic synth ESQ1 out. I've got to fix the power supply in that. I have been meaning to do that for years. It's probably really easy.
Yeah, I think. Well, she plus. I think she's plus minus 15, isn't she? In that.
I can't remember.
No, wait a minute. Whoa, no, there'll be 5. It'll be plus minus 15 because of the SSMs, but it'd be mostly a 5-volt line, won't it?
Be mostly 5, yeah. Let me just have a look. I've got the service manual here.
Well, either 12s or 15.
I mean, half of this synthesizer was invented by the guys that worked at Commodore Computers.
Yeah.
Okay, where is the... Oh, this is a really well-written service manual. Wow, it actually goes into the proper test things and everything. Gives you a list of all the different So the logic, the CPU logic's got test modes in it and error codes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what key presses to do. Oh, that's actually really smart.
Yeah.
Okay, now I've already done the battery, so it's not the battery. Where are we? Transformer power and voltage checks. Yeah, here we go. So doesn't tell me any specs of the voltage yet.
Oh dear.
Oh, I know what it might be. It might be because they're designed for 115 volts AC US operation, and this would have been converted to Australia. Okay, so power supplies are supposed to produce voltages between 15 and 16.5 volts DC, and the output of the 5-volt regulator between so it's a 15 volt or a 5 volt, and it's an unloaded plus 5 volt line. The digital line is the plus 5 volt line.
Yeah.
Okay, easy. I
And
mean,
15 will
geez.
be because of the SSM 2044s, is it?
Oh, the filters.
Yeah. I think there were 2044s on that. Same as the
Were they
politics.
Curtis? Were they Curtis?
No, SSM. SSM.
Oh, okay.
Hence the
Hello,
rich,
Mr.
warm
Robbie.
sound.
I do.
Here we go.
Did somebody sandpaper your head?
No, they used me as sandpaper.
Rob?
It's worn me down.
You had
this weird
had a trim?
glow on my head.
Yes.
Yeah, a fight with a lawnmower.
Yeah.
So internally, it's 12 volts on the analog line. It's a plus 12 and a minus 12 volt.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense as well. Just as well. Ah, come on. Out you come.
Well, that is so standard. It's not funny. 5 volt plus and minus, 12 volt plus and minus.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Eurorack.
Yeah, I think because the electronics got a bit more efficient, they could afford to bring it down a little.
Yeah. Okay, it's a pretty standard power supply.
What's that?
I may even be able to replace this power supply with like a Chinese Meanwell or something, if you can't get them. It looks pretty standard. It'll just depend on the load.
So replaced.
The power supply you were holding up before, it looks almost identical to this.
Yeah.
I mean, yours would be older in design.
Oh yeah.
What ESQ1 was kind of like mid 80s, wasn't it?
86, 87.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Something like that.
Robbie, you'd be happy with me today.
Sorry, what?
You'll be happy with me today.
I would.
Yeah, I got a Yamaha today
Go on. What'd you get?
for my son. I got him a Yamaha digital piano.
Nice.
Yeah. Built like a... It's used thing, by the way, not new.
Right.
Built like a brick proverbial, though.
Mm.
Absolutely. Like, it was about 50 kilos, this thing, to lift out of this person's house that I bought it off.
Wow. Yeah, they're not light.
And it's digital. It's not an acoustic piano. It's like
First, the
50
key bed.
kilos.
They don't skimp on their key beds, do they?
No. It's impressive.
A weighted one.
Oh, yeah, she's all weighted.
It's just like the
Oh, that's fucking
KX88
cool.
weighs an absolute ton, and there's nothing in there apart from the mechanism and a couple of PCBs. It's
Yeah.
huge.
But it's such a beautiful thing to have those weighted keys, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it does.
It
make
just
a
really
difference.
changes the way. What's plasmic wags? So yeah, everyone's chatting about the Dio today.
Yes, it's an impressive thing.
I think so.
I have to laugh at some people say, "Oh, it's too expensive."
That's what they said about the Hydrosynth when it first
They say
came out.
about everything. Yeah.
Yeah. They just want to have a whinge. I mean, I say that about Ferraris, but you know.
Oh, yeah. What they should do is say, it's too expensive for me. And that's more accurate.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's a huge market. An absolute huge market. So, you can see why they've gone for it.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I was just thinking, I've got two flute players in the house
Mm.
that both studied it at school.
Okay, so
Yeah, the
Oh,
well, I was speaking to
weird.
Glenn a little while back, and for companies like Roland, for example, and using them because they're I think they're the only company. I don't know if Yamaha still do a wind instrument, digital wind instrument, but Roland do, and Roland could cease production of every electronic musical instrument that they make, apart from drums and electronic wind instruments, and they'd still turn profit. Where the opposite could not be said of if you did it the other way around.
If they just kept the synths, yeah.
Yeah, they would not be very successful. But yeah,
Mind you, I've been hearing some very good reports about the TR1000 numbers. Very good numbers, apparently,
okay.
which doesn't surprise me.
No, it's despite people criticising it without actually using one and playing with one.
Yeah.
Which is always the way, that's the way it is. That's the way it is with everything. So yeah, no, it's quite a remarkable achievement when you think how much it takes to ramp up production of an analog synthesizer when you haven't made analog synthesizers for the thick end of 40 years.
Except for that, the JDX I and A, that were the only two things that they made.
Yeah, but they're sort of more hybridy than I think the 1000. I don't know. I mean, I'm no expert in that field, But having spoken to a number of companies that make analog instruments, that initial ramp up for production, when you have nothing, you're not doing that, and then everything that goes into the development of that into a modern instrument that will perform like people expect modern instruments to perform, i.e. not the way they performed 40 odd years ago when they would drift out of tune or spit their dummies out at the first sign of a MIDI signal or something. It's I think the TR-1000 is another one of those instruments that the big manufacturers have made. It's a flagship, and from which will be derived a range of smaller, more affordable, more focused products. So there'll probably be a standalone 8008 or something. I don't know. And the same with the 909. And, I mean, the 404 features obviously already have that. 404.
Cross fingers, they may even do one of these little jobbers.
Who knows? Who knows?
But the thing that really impressed me about it was just the sheer simplicity in its design, but you can just imagine how much engineering it would have taken underneath. Like for you to be able to go, right, that particular channel, I want to have it as an analog 808 sound. Okay, no, I've changed my mind. Now I want it as a PCM sound. No, I've changed my mind. Now I want it as a 909 analog sound. And it just switches between them like flawlessly.
Yeah.
It's ingenious.
Yeah, a lot of work went into it. Went into it.
Good Lord.
Yes, my son.
Coil in the transformer for the minus 15 volt line has burnt out.
There you go.
I got to replace the whole transformer.
There you go. Wow.
Robots in disguise.
So
that's not what info.
The coil has got hot.
Yeah.
Just slightly.
Good grief.
Are they fairly standard, or is this a kind of bizarre transformer that we're talking about?
Slightly bizarre, but I think I've got about 3 polymos out in the garage. I can take the transformer out of one of them. It's just that I'm going to be like, Scott of the Antarctic if I go out there. And maybe sometime. Oh.
What temperature is it there today?
It's not
5.
bad. It's
just
5,
windy.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm not enjoying.
It's not 4 or 5 is still. It's very cold. I wouldn't like it. I remember when it was like 0 degrees in my car a couple of months back, and I was getting in it, and it was coming up on the dash 0 degrees, and I took a photo of it because it's such a rare freaking thing here where I live, and because it's a German car, so obviously it goes a lot lower than 0. But my car hasn't ever. 0 is the minimum it's ever gone. But then it come up with this weird warning on the dash, and it said something about you have to sort of allow for things to warm up. Like it was like a warning. You don't have to. You can just drive the thing. But it was just like this. I think it was probably, it thought it was back in Stuttgart again or something. Or Berlin.
Yeah, no, I've had this as well with the... I got a funny feeling this is what was wrong with this Polymo. I didn't give her long enough to get up to an ambient temperature before I turned it on. Something in the supply is gone, and in turn has fried the coil. Fuck.
That fair light I'm going to go and see at the weekend.
Yeah.
I discovered that they had contacted the manufacturer of their SD card drive after they'd contacted me last year, and they told him, because I spoke to the guy who makes these drives, and he said they told me they'd got a third-party electronics engineer to come and have a look at it, and now it won't work. And I'm like, oh god! So I have no idea what I'm going to be seeing.
Oh,
when I open it up. But there's very little to go wrong with those drives. And he says if it's not lighting up, it could indicate that the 5-volt power rail is gone. But I said, if the 5-volt power rail is gone, the machine wouldn't start. And apparently it is starting. Well, they've told me it's starting, but then I'm beginning to wonder if anything they tell me is actually accurate. So it's a 3.5-hour drive to see if somebody has fucked it up.
Right.
Still, they're paying, so.
Yeah.
Ah, the ashes are on, yes.
Oh, yes. So we've already rattled Merv's cage.
Yeah, he's rubbing his mustache.
Yeah. I think Stuart Broad wound him up with his comment about this being the weakest Australia side since England last won it in Australia or something like that.
Which was the last time they were here.
Yeah. So
I don't disagree with him either. It's pretty shit. It's been pretty shit for a while, actually, our side.
They haven't been doing too well in the rugby either.
No, they haven't. They got England beating them the other day, didn't they?
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm still getting over watching Scotland last night. That was awesome. That was such a good game. Scotty's happy. Apparently, Scotty had to call in sick to himself today because he had a bit of a hangover.
There's a few interesting teams that have popped out of the internationals, isn't there? That kind of surprised me. And Ireland did well too.
Yes. Yeah.
Because they've got that ex-Liverpool goalkeeper in Kevin Kelleher, whatever his name is. Saved a shitload of goals for him, which actually did the trick.
Can't remember who their keeper is.
Yeah, he used to play for Liverpool.
Oh, Kelleher, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce his first name.
It's just Kevin.
It is Kevin, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Kevin, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good Gaelic spelling of Kevin.
It is, yeah. Yeah, it would be actually. I mean, Wales are in the playoffs now because they thrashed Macedonia North Macedonia to get it right, 7-1 last night, which I don't think is too difficult. So I think they're now in the playoffs. So I think they're up against Belgium. Belgium are a bit bloody tasty. So it would be nice for the UK to have England, Wales, and Scotland. Obviously, Northern Ireland won't be there, but plus the Republic, have all of those teams represented. That'd be quite. Hasn't happened for a while, that. But no, the last goal last night in the Scotland game was scored by Norwich's captain, so it was a little bit special for us. It was an amazing. I mean, they literally had 30 seconds left on the clock, and they were 3-2 up. But Denmark were really sort of pressing, and you just know in those sort of situations, if you give the ball away, Denmark will have some sort of stroke of luck. And McLean picks it up on the edge of the circle, centre circle, just moves it up to the halfway line, and you could see Schmeichel's off his line, well off his line, and you're thinking, Kenny, no, just take it to the corner flag. No, fuck, he's lobbed him. Oh my God, it's gone in. It was just incredible. It's from inside his own half. He lobbed the keeper. It's fantastic. And the thing is, I've been watching all the videos this morning from people in the crowd, and from every different angle, and it just went mental. It was limbs everywhere. So that must be such a good thing to experience.
There's been some absolute smashings too. Like the Belgian game was an absolute smashing, and I think there was another one that had a similar result. Was it Romania? There was another one anyway that had like a 7-0 result, which was pretty insane. But the one that, like you said before, the one that was really good was Scotland, because they beat Denmark, and Denmark are usually pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean Denmark must be kicking themselves because they're not a bad side.
Yeah.
They've got a long history of doing well in these competitions, and when they started to come back, because Scotland were nowhere near the best side. I mean, obviously Denmark weren't that great, but Scotland were just soaking it up, and they went ahead in first 3 minutes, and that's usually a sign that that's as good as you're going to get, and then you're going to get thrashed. But they stuck it out till half time, and then just into the second half, Scotland give away a penalty, which I don't think, looking at the replays, it looked very dodgy. It was right on the edge of the box, and the Danish player looked like he'd been shot by a sniper from 300 yards.
Oh yeah, he fell.
Ridiculous. Yeah, it was.
He got the Academy Award, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. I hate that. Really hate that. But the ref gave it, and you think, oh, here we go. Then they get another one, which is a good corner, nice little tap in. Denmark pull one back, and you think, fucking hell. And then with 3 minutes into the 6 of injury time, Kieran Tierney pops up and scores an absolute perler. Just curls it, waist or chest height, right in the side netting. And then Kenny's goal was just amazing. So yeah, very happy for him.
Yeah, Kenny's done well. Yeah, I watched the Spain game against Turkey. And they ended up as a draw, and that really surprised me actually. Because I thought Spain were obviously still the favourites, right?
Yeah,
for obvious reasons.
What you're seeing now is that era of dominance, as it always does. It happened to the Germans, it happened to the Italians. That era of kind of global dominance has to come to an end, because it's almost impossible for a nation to pump out consistently good players that play consistently well as a team every few months. It's not like club football. These guys go off and do all sorts of things, and they come together and have to completely change their mindset for the 2 weeks of that international break.
Yeah.
And it's difficult. And Ronaldo, I've never doubted his ability, his commitment, his skill, but I absolutely detest his attitude. And
I am the same.
I know that he's, there is a thin line between arrogance and confidence. And he, more often than not, kind of steps over that line, because he is very fucking good and always has been. And he keeps his, his training is incredible. He's an immense player, but he also is a whingy fucking little cunt. And when he got sent off against Ireland the other day, and he does all this and then claps the Ireland manager, because apparently he reckons he wound him up before the game or something. Fuck off, mate. If you're a professional, you don't get yourself. Simple as. Well, there we go. I'm glad Ireland won that one. I mean, who's the guy that scored? They played Portugal, and I can't remember who the other side was that they played. They beat them 3-0. And one guy scored all 5 goals in both games. I can't remember his bloody name now.
Oh, the Spanish guy.
No, the Irish guy.
The Irish guy. Yeah.
Tommy something.
I'll tell you who it was. I know who you mean. Where's their thing?
Tommy is it Tommy? No. Yeah, Tom. It's Tommy
I've lost the page now. Why have I lost the page? I feel like I'm scrolling too far. Oh, that other smashing that I was thinking of You know the smashing that I was thinking of. It was Portugal.
Oh yeah,
That was like 9-1.
yeah.
Oh, there he is. That's the Hungary game. No, is it the Hungary game? Yeah, the Hungary game. Because that was Soboslai in the Hungary game.
Yeah.
He's really good too, that guy. But goals. Where are we? Here we go.
Troy Parrott, that's it.
Oh, Troy, yeah.
Yeah. Weird name, Troy Parrott.
He never repeats anything.
Yeah.
Imagine that down in the pub, eh? Why are they not telling me this? Hungary got 0 wins. Wow.
Again, there's a side that, well, some years ago used to be pretty damn good.
And they had an easy draw. They had Bulgaria, Senegal, Luxembourg, and Ireland. That's an easy draw.
It should be.
Should be, yeah. And they had Soboslai in their team, and that other guy. What's the other guy? What's the other Hungary guy? I'll think of it in a minute.
The one who hasn't had his breakfast.
Aha.
I'm here all week.
Yeah. Anyway, they were good. They were good games. I enjoyed them.
No, it's been a good little break. So...
It's going to be back to normal this weekend.
Yeah, we've got Birmingham away, I think, at the weekend.
We got Forest.
Yeah, it's a shame that they're not doing as well as they were, Forest. I just think I think their owner is a bit of an arse.
They traditionally used to be an amazing team, Forest.
During the
like in the in the history, yeah, they were like one of the best teams ever.
I mean, they were the first kind of provincial side in the UK outside of the big cities.
Yep.
To win the European Cup.
Yep.
Twice. Clough was a genius. But in the last few years, I mean, they've thrived massively, and then Nuno. Did he get sacked or did he leave? I can't remember.
No, they sacked him. But why? I don't know why they sacked him. I really don't.
I think it's a clash of personalities with the owner, this big Greek guy. Because who is it who came after Nuno? Was it
the Aussie
Postecoglou?
Yeah.
Who I think
Aussie
is
guy.
a really good manager, and he got a real shit deal at Spurs. And he goes and takes over, and he's there for like 7 or 8 games. And apparently he made some comment about, the owner comes in on match day in the hotel and eats all the breakfasts. It's like, when you look at the size of the guy, you think, it might be far away.
I thought that was hilarious. That's why Ange loses his jobs, because he's got a big mouth. Yeah. But apparently he's going to go back to the Celts. That's the story I've heard, and he did a pretty good job when he was there.
We've just had this managerial thing where we sacked our manager at the end of the last game when we lost 2-1 against Leicester, and it was on the cards for a while. We sacked him, and of course the whole media thing goes around. Who's going to get the Norwich job? Is it going to be? And all these people are out of jobs, like Russell Martin and Will Still and Yondell Thomason, who I thought would have been a good choice. And he was the other one. Gary O'Neill was another one. Then there's Brendan Rodgers, who quit Celtic. Ange is out of a job. I'm thinking, I'd love to get somebody like Ange Postecoglou or Brendan Rodgers, but they're probably their salaries are probably a little bit too much for little old Norwich.
Yeah.
And then in the end, yesterday they announced this guy whose name had never been mentioned. Philippe Clement, the ex-Belgian international, who managed at Rangers, Club Bruges, and a few others. He's won some trophies and stuff. It's just incredible. But, fingers crossed. I've got to pop off. My boss is pinging me. I will be back later.
I'll see you later, because I won't be here when you get back.
All right, mate. All right. Good to see you, mate. See you later.
See you later. I'm going to head off to boys and girls.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go in because it's no point. I can't get the place warm enough to work on any analog.
All right, mate.
So
We'll
we're going to have to
do the
move it
relocate.
on.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and just a quick one for the people that watch my show. I'm not doing a show this Saturday, so.
Oh, you're not?
We'll see. No, I've got a dinner on, so this one I couldn't. This one I couldn't manage to swindle at a different night, but it's got to be a Saturday night. So yeah, got a dinner on. I've got to go to it. So yeah, my rare one night off during the year.
All right. Okay, then.
Guys.
Right, we'll knock it on the head for now.
We'll see you later. Good luck with the poly.
Yeah. I'm coming.
Get your ass out here now.
I'm coming, you old tart. Shut up.
Yeah.
Up yours.
He's breathing. He's not coming. He's breathing heavy.
All right. I'll see you all wrong.
Alrighty. Bye.
Take care.